Okay, yeah. Here we are. Okay. It's a thank you Sunday. Yes. Thank you Sunday. We are here. It is January 22nd, 2023rd year of our Lord. On a Sunday on Amazing Grace Sports Network, I am Clay Morris. And everybody, we are here because we try to talk about what we have to be thankful for. I am thankful for my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Dunkin' Donuts, you need to hit me up. And if you want to advertise on the Amazing Grace Sports Network, the email is right there on the website. Um, that's it for free advertising. Next time, I'm just going to have a mug. Thank you, Sunday. So what do we have to be thankful about? Well. Actually, truthfully, there is too much to relate. Much too much to relate if we add up the past, the present, and the future. But here is what I am thankful for today. For the past month, I have reviewed a book called The Plant Paradox on my Wellness Wednesday podcast. Now, when I first read this book over 5 years ago, I was amazed that it was stating what it was stating or saying what it was saying. It was saying that there was an ongoing war between plants and animals or animals and plants. And you and I, along with any other animals that eat plants, are the animals on the side of this war. So that would be cows and any other animals that graze on vegetables. Gorillas, monkeys, everybody grazes on. There's more plant-eating animals than there are just meat-eating animals. We're omnivores, so we can eat both plants and meat. So we get to choose which one we want. But going back to the book, I didn't really know there was a war, okay, between plants and animals. Because it's very one-sided if it is a war, because plants cannot attack us. I mean, they can't follow us, they can't chase us. And when was the last time a flower or a tree jumped out and slapped or kicked or punched you or gave you a flying elbow? Right? Never. It has never happened. I mean, somewhere deep in our consciousness, we know that plants, flowers, grass, trees are living organisms. But it doesn't quite register that they do not want to be eaten by us or any other animal. So their offense or defense, whichever one you want to call it, is to try to poison us. And this is what you find out in this book. But if you want the whole story and how this is done, you'll have to go back into my Wellness Wednesdays podcast, where I explain all of this in more detail. But for now, I want to talk about the strides that I had made after reading The Plant Paradox for the third time. You see, yeah, I'm one of those smart people that, I read it once, I think I know it. I read it twice, I think I know more. By the third time, I'm actually getting what it's trying to get across to me. I implemented a lot of the things after reading it the first time. I cut out potatoes, tomatoes, most wheat, almost all pasta, and peppers. And that was a big deal because I was growing those things in my yard, my backyard. I had squash, and that's nightshades. That's one of the other things. Squash, tomatoes, peppers. I had those things. I was growing them. I was giving them out to people. And so I immediately had to make a change. I had to stop that, and I stopped it. So the reason why I relate this story is because I had a friend of mine who was having a prostate problem, and I had started taking some natural prostate medicine, and it really helped a lot. But it didn't really do that well with him. And it wasn't until after I read this book the third time that I realized why, or as I would further relate, after I made these strides, also my prostrate, whatever was going on with it, has completely gone, since after reading the book and implementing all of the things that are in the plant paradox. But it didn't work for him, but it worked for me because I had implemented half, if not most, of what was in the plant paradox, the protocol. So to make a long story short, okay, what am I thankful for today? Well, I have one of those smart scales, the ones which tell you everything you thought you wanted to know about your body. That is until it tells you these things, okay, about your body and where your body's going and what your body's doing. Okay. Now I thought I was doing well. I'd come back on the, change. I dropped weight and the whole 9 yards. So on November 15th of 2022, right before I began the Plant Paradox Wellness Wednesdays, okay, November 15th, I weighed 91 pounds. Now that was good. I used to weigh over 200. Now, with that 191 pounds, I had 19.1% body fat, 155 pounds of fat-free body weight. My subcutaneous fat was 17%. I had 6% visceral fat, 52% skeletal muscle, and 147 pounds of muscle, which gave me a metabolic age of 60, even though I'm 63. Now, that's not bad, right? Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad for a 63-year-old male who has ate wrong most of his life and whatever. But to give you an idea, after I started reading the book and started implementing what it said totally, let's just say 2 weeks ago, totally. I started going with the whole diet just 2 weeks ago. Well, today, I weighed 185 pounds. Let's see, 191 to 185, 6 pounds. I lost it. And I wasn't trying to. Believe me, I'm not trying to lose weight. No, I'm not trying to lose weight because I think I want this weight. I want to look big and feel big. But anyway, I lost 6 pounds without trying, okay? I went from 19% body fat to 17% body fat. Now I'm at 152 pounds of fat-free body weight. My subcutaneous fat is 16%, down from 17%. My visceral fat went from 6% to 5%. 55% skeletal muscle, 144 pounds of muscle mass, which gave me a metabolic age of 58. Yes, 58. According to the scale, I have decreased 2 years in 2 months. So look, if we do the math, we can just keep going. We can get down to 25 in about, 2 months. It's going to take a while, but that's not the point. The point is I don't know if I'm going to get down to 25 or 30 or 35. I'm fairly satisfied with where I am now. That's 5 years younger than my body age. And, if it goes any further down, I'll take it. That's great. I'm thankful for that. But I went from implementing the book, halfway to 75% to 100%. What it did was I had to go through the things that I was eating and find out what was in them. I had already made most of the changes, but now I had to go through the protein drinks that I was drinking, the post-workout, pre-workout drinks of what I was eating or drinking, and find out what they had in them. And that changed everything. It made a big difference. So I feel better. I feel stronger. As we say at the gym, I feel bigger, stronger, faster, and longer. And longer, I mean I have more energy. I have more energy and stamina. Last week, I walked over 30 miles in just 4 days. I wasn't even trying. I went to the gym, and then I had to do some walking as I did the things I had to do. 30 miles in just 4 days. Well, this week, I'm ready to break that wide open. And I'm thankful for my good health, and I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to share with you. how to achieve better health as we grow older, or as my scale is telling me, as we grow younger. Well, I want to thank all the people who made this possible. My wellness journey actually begins with a woman named Frankie Boyer over 15 years ago on the radio station WROL AM in Boston. I started looking into taking steps to exercise and eat better and find better nutrition, supplements, things that would add to my fitness goals. And she was on the radio talking about these things. She talked about a lot of different things that really raised my awareness to being in better health, feeling more well, having the stamina, the energy that I used to have when I was in my 20s. Now, Frankie Boyer, she's still out there. She's broadcasting nationally, and I will be on her show on Wednesday at 1:00, where I will get to thank her. I actually texted. I was going through my phone and I saw her number, and I wanted to say thank you to her for getting me started. And I text her, and she actually answered back. So I am going to be on her show on at 1:00, and she is going to be on my Wellness Wednesday show at 8:00. You see what happens when you give thanks, everybody? So give thanks. What do you have to be thankful for? Leave it in the comment section. It has to be something. There's so many people you could thank about everything that's happened in your life. If it is about a person, then alert that person with a link to the podcast and your comment. Okay? And with that, I say adios, arrivederci, au revoir, and vaya con Dios. Goodbye, everybody. Have a blessed and thankful Sunday.